I'm Steve Scott. Let's talk hop.
Hi, welcome back. I hope you like these videos, and if you'd like to learn more about anything I talk about here or anything related to human and organizational performance in general, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. My contact information is in the description below the video, and I'll show it again at the end of the clip. In an earlier video, I talked about the 5 human performance principles, and I said I'd go into more detail about each of them. So today, I want to quickly talk about human performance principle number 3. Learning is deliberate. Learning is a deliberate activity, and it's incredibly important to your success. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that if you and your organization want to be really good at learning and improving, you can't hope it happens by accident. You have to deliberately create an environment that's conducive to learning and provide people with opportunities that fit into the path of their normal work where they can learn and improve. So, what's that look like? Let's talk about first creating an environment that's conducive to learning. And as an example, I'll talk about commercial aviation in the United States. So, commercial aviation in the United States is regulated by the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA. And the FAA years ago realized that if you punish air traffic controllers, aircraft maintainers, flight crews, if you punish them for making mistakes, they get really good at covering up their mistakes until something really bad happens that you can't cover up. So, what the FAA did, they created a series of programs. So, whether you're an air traffic controller or an FAA employee that works at an airport, or you're a member of a flight crew, or you're a maintenance person that maintains aircraft, whatever your role is in that system, the FAA has created programs that incentivize you to report errors, mistakes, deviations, and even violations. And basically, what these programs say is that if I make a mistake or I violate a rule, and I report it in a timely manner and I report it accurately, and there's no illegal act involved, such as abuse of a controlled substance, I will not face any punitive consequences as a result of that. So, by doing that, the FAA has created an environment that's conducive to learning. They've actually incentivized people to report stuff, because if I don't report it and I get caught, I'm going to get in trouble. If I report it now, I won't face any punitive action, and we'll use this as an opportunity to learn and improve. So that's one way you create an environment that's conducive to learning. You've got to make it okay for people to talk about their errors and deviations. The other way, put it into the path of normal work. Now, when I worked in a plant, tell me if this sounds familiar. We had programs for leaders to make routine visits to the shop floor, right? Whether it was supervisors or managers or even location managers. And very often when we went to the shop floor, we looked at compliance. We looked at how many people are wearing their PPE, or all the mobile equipment had a complete pre-op inspection done. Were operators wearing seat belts? Were people crossing the road at crosswalks? And those are the kind of things we look for when we were out on the floor very frequently. So, what if instead of just focusing on compliance when we make shop floor visits, what if we schedule time for leaders to go out on the shop floor and have conversations with workers about where's it hard to do the right thing and really easy to do the wrong thing? Where do you have to take a shortcut in order to get your job done? Where are you unable to complete your job while following the SOP? What's the stupidest thing we ask you to do? What's the really hard thing that you have to do as part of your job? If we spend time having those conversations with workers as part of our normal standardized work, then that gives us an opportunity as leaders to have focused efforts to learn and improve. So, create an environment that's conducive to learning, and then create focused learning opportunities in the path of people's everyday work. Those are 2 ways where you can start treating learning as a deliberate activity. It's incredibly important. Hope this helps. If you'd like to learn more, again, here's my contact information. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.